is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio. PHLV Radio.
Hello, good evening, everybody. If you're watching us from the Pacific or in California, where I'm normally based, good evening to you. It's 9:02 p.m. in Pacific. Currently, as you noticed, and have you been hearing, I am based temporarily in the Philippines, in Manila, to be precise. And if you're watching us in the Philippines, magandang tanghali sa inyong lahat. And hopefully, as always, I pray that you had a wonderful lunch or having a wonderful lunch with your friends, family, loved ones, and significant others. And if you're watching in different parts of the world, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Also, happy viewing to our Team Replay and Team Share. And before anything else, we are live on different podcasts, namely Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. Also, if you're watching us live, we are currently airing live as well on PHLB Radio Facebook page. Also, PHLB Radio YouTube channel. And as always, hopefully by now you are subscribed to PHLB Radio YouTube channel. So if you missed any of our shows, all you have to do is click on the notification bell so you'll be notified. And if you want to replay any of the shows of PHLB Radio, you could just click on that playlist on our PHLB Radio Facebook page. If you're using Amazon Fire TV, just look for PHLB Radio channel. And if you're using Alexa, just say, Alexa, play PHLB Radio. And if you have any issues, questions, comments, or any suggestions on how to make our shows better, you could log into our website, which is www.phlbradio.com. So happy viewing to everybody. I know it's an exciting day. If you ask me how's the weather in the Philippines, it's humid. It's like summer. It's the height of summer, but it's been raining. The flood is everywhere. And just to give you an example, I was traveling from south to Manila, from the south part. It's a province in Manila. It's Laguna. It took us 5 hours. We are sitting on traffic for 5 hours, and I was able to do a lot of things. You just have to do what's best, but the flood was just unbelievable. The typhoon is not here. We're not in the epicenter or the center of the typhoon, but it is what it is. But it's still a beautiful place. It's more fun in the Philippines, and I'm really loving it here with the traffic, with the pollution, but the people, the hospitality of the people, it makes all the difference. So if you could come and come to the Philippines, this is one paradise on earth, and that's how I described it. Now, this is an exciting show for today. This lady, I came across her a while back, and of course, she already guested with one of our shows with Tita Josie Harrison, the mother of Jokoy, quite a number of years back, and she's been interviewed in so many different podcasts, and of course, she's been around. She had done shows with some Filipino artists, with AJ Rafael, our good friend there, and of course with Inigo Pascual, and of course my dear that I am a fan of, Carol Banawa. She did all this collab. And of course, she did Asap Atin Ito. And she guested in so many shows when she's in Manila. And she does a lot of shows across the USA. Of course, in California. And there's so many things. And she's the winner of the Global Pinoy. There's so many things that she's done. And we're going to know more about her. We're going to revisit the things that she's done. And of course, one of the things that we'll ask her, she's been known as the Karen Carpenter of the Philippines. And you'll know why. Later, we'll do some snippets of that. But without much further ado, it is my pleasure to have her on our show tonight. None other than Shane Ericks. Hello, Shane.
Hi! Thank you so much for having me back again, PHLV Radio. Hey, Josh. And also, magandang gabi from my end and magandang umaga sa Pilipinas. Get to practice my Tagalog a little bit here.
And the funny thing is, for everybody's knowledge, Shane is currently, well, I'm in Manila currently. Shane is based in South Carolina, and so that's Midwest. And of course, our radio station in Nevada, which is the West Coast. So the beautiful thing about technology, we could all be together and we're doing this show. So,
That's
and
right.
I apologize because I know it's past midnight right now, Shane, but I know you're doing so much for our audience and
No
for
worries. I've been training for this for a week, staying up late at night. So technically, it's also magandang umaga from my end now too.
Oh my God, we have so many people watching us live right now as we speak.
Hi, viewers.
We have people watching us from the Philippines. Hilda is watching us from Manila, as well as Ernie. Happy viewing sa inyo. And I can't wait to know more about Shane. I know, I like what I told Shane prior to the show, I watch all her interviews. So not to repeat itself, but Shane came to America at a very young age. And originally, Shane, correct me if I'm wrong, you originally from Bulacan.
That's correct.
Correct. And then, of course, mom is just like my mom, well, Filipina, and then your dad is Chinese American.
That's right.
And that's the beautiful thing being, look how beautiful Shane is. A
Good
very
genes, huh?
lovely. I look for all your pictures and it's just amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Can we show some pictures that I sent to you? I don't know if you're ready, but it's just
Making me
you.
blush.
Yeah, you're a beautiful, beautiful lady. It's like
I'm blessed. I'm very blessed. I got it from my parents, and I'm very
yes,
blessed.
yes, right. That's a beautiful having beautiful genes from our parents. We don't age.
Yeah, hope not. Slowly, hopefully.
So you were at a tender age and you moved to the States, right? And then of course, just like what happened to me, you lost your mom too, 2011, and then of course, single-handedly your dad raised you. Now, the good thing about it is I heard and I read and I listened that you were the youngest vocalist or part of a Christian choir. Tell us about that. How was that experience like being the youngest and being in that being part of a Christian choir or a church?
Yeah, that was a great question. Yeah, growing up in the Philippines, my family, just like most Filipino families, we were music lovers, and I was exposed to so many different music genres. And one time, so my Lola she always encouraged me to sing, to impress like visitors and friends and neighbors. And so one time I was singing, I think, a karaoke, and one of our neighbors that was really involved in the church choir heard me, and she really encouraged me to also join the choir. I was like, why not? And I like that was like when I really get to improve my singing. I was singing a lot in the church, different masses, and also that was my very first gigs as well. I got to sing in funerals and weddings. At the time, I wasn't really earning a lot. Like as a little girl, 9 or 8 years old, earning like 50, 100 pesos for weddings. I was super happy about that. But anyway, I was really heavily involved in the church choir, and I still got to join the school choir even when I came to America later on. But that was such a fun experience. I love getting to. I got to also train my ear with blending and harmonies with other people in the choir. And yeah, it still plays a huge part of me even now. I love listening to Christian music. I've had a lot of experience with doing worship leading in churches and school choirs, and I also have like a Christian single that I've written. So yeah, I'm super encouraged that I get to uplift people through my music, and that's part of my testimony and part of my mission as well, is to encourage people through my music.
Wow. And before we continue, Shawnee Azada is watching us from Nebraska. Wow. Hi. Welcome to the show. And of course, this is our special guest is none other Shane Ericks. Now, did you have any formal training? Because I know you started really early doing the church choir. Did you have really a formal training? Because I was curious because I didn't hear that in any of the interviews I watched. Was there any, or is it really from the genes and of course the encouragement of your Lola?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's definitely just a gift that you have to come with naturally. I mean, there's definitely you can have the time to train it some more and really hone it. But definitely, like I said, the church choir and just singing out and practicing a lot on my own. I have taken a few vocal lessons, but it wasn't like consistent. So I wouldn't say I was really formally trained.
And then what was fascinating to me too is like you pick up the guitar at the age of 9, and your tito. You mentioned a tito who helped you, show you the basic, and because of your passion, you acquired. And I think it just shows that anything in life, if you're passionate about it, you could just do it, and that's amazing. And I know you play so many instruments aside from
Thank
the
you.
guitar. You even mentioned in one your interview, you even play ukulele.
That's right. Yeah, I can play some basic chords, and my mom wanted me to play the keys, the piano. She got me some piano lessons, but it wasn't like my first love when it comes to the instrument. I could play basic chords on that, but guitar was really my first passion. Like I really, like you said, anything you set your mind to it, whatever you're passionate about, you really focus on that. So guitar was definitely my first love of instrument, but I can definitely play ukulele and do some basic chords in there too.
So aside from ukulele, guitar, and piano, what else instruments do you play?
That's about it. I wish I could play the drums. That would be fun. But I guess it's never too late to learn.
Yeah, and then as far as genre though, I know you do a lot of covers in the past, and we'll talk about your and at a very young age you start writing your own music, and then what are the genre that you really like geared into? Because I know you do classic pop, and then you do soft rock, and then R&B. I really was looking for, if you do country music, and do you do the hard rock music? Because I've interviewed so many artists in the past, especially the singers. There's some genre that they try to avoid. Meaning, if
Yeah.
somebody will request them like a country music,
Hmm.
or anything that's out of their range, they would say no. They would try to avoid it. Now, in your case, though, is there any particular genre that first question is there a genre that you really are fascinated about, that if given a chance, that's all you want to be known for? And the second question is, what about the genre that you try? You will dabble on it, but it's something that your heart is not fully into it.
Good questions. And I might forget the second part, so you'll have to remind me again if I
I
did
will.
forget. So first question, I definitely, I think like a lot of artists, I definitely try not to box myself in one specific genre, and I try to be versatile. I think for me, I always tell people I don't just cover stuff just to cover it because it's popular. It's like the thing nowadays. Like if it really speaks to my soul, if I have fun listening to it, like I don't mind having it on repeat and I have fun singing it. Just it just speaks to my soul. Like that's the stuff I want to sing. Like I really enjoy it because I feel like if you're just singing it just for just uploading it out there, like, and you're not really having fun, then people could really see that. Because music is a way to bridge people, really connect with people, like it, just deep connection. So if you really have to be genuine about your delivery, and so that's kind of how I feel. So I definitely try to do different genres as long as it's fun, it's catchy for me. I really most of the stuff that I really listen to now, honestly, is Christian gospel music. But that doesn't mean it's just that. But I do enjoy a lot of classic 70s, 80s love songs, easy listening, and I guess also like I said, growing up, my family really exposed me to so many different genres, and there's so many different artists. From like Bee Gees, Whitney Houston, the Carpenters. It's like, and back then I always thought, these are like really boring music. But as I get older, I'm like, these are so beautiful. We need to bring this back and really reintroduce it to the younger generation. And so I'm really happy that I've been able to do that through my covers videos. But I really enjoy listening to like jazz to like bossa nova style. I do like some light rock as well. I know you mentioned country. I
Yes.
have done like songs that are by artists that are mostly like they do like country stuff. So I've dabbled to it, like Shania Twain. I don't know if you consider her country. Just more country pop, I guess. I guess too, when I first came to America and being here in South Carolina, it is the South in America. I didn't really like country music, but living here, it definitely grew in me. Like, I'm like, okay, these are actually pretty good stuff. So every now and then I'll kind of sing along, and I don't know. I don't know if you consider like my accent, if I have a little bit of a country accent or
Yes,
not.
you do.
I do. Okay.
A
Because
little,
when I
a
ask
little.
people, really, okay,
It's
when I ask people
beautiful though.
here,
It's poetic.
they're like, no, no, it just sounds normal. But when I go to California, when I have concerts or shows over
Yes.
there, they're like, yeah, you do have a country accent. I'm like, okay, I just don't hear it, you know. So, anyways, when I sometimes was in country, they're like, yeah, maybe don't do that again. Try to avoid that. But I'm like, I'm just having fun. Like I would sing Rascal Flatts stuff. It's just whatever that's fun for me, you know.
No, my question is, was it? How was growing up? How was it for an Asian lady, a young lady, to be growing up in South Carolina? Was it difficult?
Absolutely. It was very challenging because first when I came here, I wasn't fluent in English. It's like like growing up in the Philippines, we are taught English in school, but it's not like when you come here, they're speaking so fast, so many slangs. And so I really had a hard time. I didn't have a lot of friends. I had to leave most of because it was just me, my mom, and my dad. And I had to leave a lot of my relatives, my friends behind from the Philippines. And so it took a lot of adjustments. Eventually I did, thank God. Like, took me maybe a year to adjust, but it was hard for me to make friends. And so that's when I really just connected or delved deeper into music, connected to that even more when I was really sad, homesick. I wanted to go back to the Philippines. But I that's when I really started to make content also. I'm like, I've always wanted to get my music out there. So that's when I started to do YouTube when I would get lonely being here because I didn't have anybody to talk to. But and also so it was really hard in the beginning, but also music became a connection for me to start making friends here. A lot of people, when they find out or recognize that I could sing, they're like, wow, like you should join American Idol, stuff like that. And so they were really amused, you know? So that was really cool.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that because a lot of times the music is our escape, technically. But what I noticed in some of your original composition, it talks about life basically. And the funny thing is, one of the interviews that I listened to, they said your earlier covers, oh well, the earlier songs that you have done or you have written are about breakups. Talk to us about that. It seems like I was gonna say, do you have a lot of those being so beautiful?
Yeah, gosh. Yeah, some of it, the stuff that I write, it's just a friend, maybe like you said, life experiences. It could be like about other people's life, their experiences also, and I just get inspiration from those. And I mean, I did get, did get a boyfriend. Well, I wouldn't. They're more like puppy love, They're not like serious relationships. But so I mean, I would write about those.
No,
Yeah.
happy viewing to Jean Escovia Lockmiller, watching you
Hi.
game. Yeah, so I've
She's
been,
a friend from here.
wow. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Staying up late. Welcome, and
Yeah.
thank you for all the support. Now, among the songs that you've written, and I know you've written a lot, and of course we're gonna be talking about that later, and we'll have some snippets of it. Um, and we talk about life experiences, but now the songs that you have written recently, what does it talk about?
So are
Not
you talking
heartbreaks
about
anymore, right?
Free, the new single, or just
I
like in
love
general?
Free. Oh my god, I can't wait to hear the whole song. Because I
Yeah,
tried to research. Oh, Free is the new single, new song that she has released, right, recently.
that's right.
Yeah, and
That's
of
right.
course,
It just
I
came
was
out
talking.
today. Today is the
Yeah,
official release
that's why
date.
that's why we tried to do this show today because Free just launched today, and I think you mentioned talk to us. I know you're doing an MTV about that. Go ahead.
Yes, download it, stream it, guys. You can listen to it wherever you listen to your music, like Amazon, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes. I would love for you guys to check it out, take a listen to it. Let me know what you think. So yeah, it's actually a song that I wrote a while back about a breakup. Also, I guess a lot of like good songs stems from breakups, right?
Yes.
It's very raw, very authentic, I guess. You're in that very vulnerable spot. But yeah, it was like getting out of this very controlling relationship, and but it's very empowering for me because it's like you recognize that, and then you're breaking free from that, and so there's that strength in there too. So anyway, I had this song for a long time, and we had a friend, a producer from Switzerland. She's actually done a couple of shows for me before, and she reached out. So actually, shout out to her, Phil Asia Media Entertainment from Switzerland. Thank you, thank you. She's our co-producer, and really, just without her, I don't think this wouldn't have happened, or wouldn't have gotten the TLC that it really deserved. So anyway, she reached out to us, wanted us to wanted to co-produce and see if I had any songs that haven't been officially published yet. And I had different songs, and we kind of, told her about this one. Like, I feel like it's a song that really needs to go out there, be professionally recorded like my other ones, and just get more love for it. And so we did all this stuff, recorded in the studio, hired, arrangers and backing vocalists from France, and had it mixed and mastered. And so, yeah, this is the fruit. This is the product, and I'm so proud of it. I'm super excited that it's officially out. And yeah, it's one of my, I think, I'm not trying to sound like arrogant, but it's one of the best songs I think that I've ever done or recorded. So, yeah.
No, but I think the not only the covers but the originals that you have done, they're all beautiful. You guys have to
Thank
hear
you.
them. Hear them. Some of them are posted on YouTube, and
That
if you
means a
could
lot.
find,
It's very
all you
encouraging
have to
for
do
me.
is, yeah, just put Shane Ericks, and all these covers from 8, 9 years ago will pop up, and of course it would say original songs. And I'm telling you, if you listen to all these songs, it makes sense, and it talks about life experiences, and it really touches you in different emotions. Different, I would say it's a roller coaster of emotions, and that's why I said, well, once I get to talk to Shane, I'm gonna ask where is it coming from, because like it's really not a lot of heartbreaks, but it's like more of you come from a bad emotion, and then all of a sudden there's hope.
That's
And
right.
I think
Actually, it's funny that you mentioned that. Around the same time, right after that breakup, I wrote this one, and also I wrote a Christian song, sort of stemming from that. So "Free" is sort of a more secular vibe, and then I wrote "Your Love Is Enough," and that was clinging on to God during the really tough moment
I
when I
love
was really
that.
heartbroken.
Yeah.
The title is "Your Love Is Enough," like God's love is enough, and that's all I need after losing this person and getting out from that. It's like God is like, it's gonna be there for me no matter what, and gonna get me through
Amen.
this.
And the other song that for me I really truly enjoy is "Believe My Heart."
Oh, thank you.
I really, really like that. "Believe My Heart," and of course, it means a lot is the "Forevermore," which I know you wrote it a long, long time ago. And then of course I'll be there, I'll be here. That a lot. It kind of shed some tears when I listened to it, because it was so touching. It was heartfelt. And those are songs that you need to hear, especially when you're going through something. And the light, the thing is, it also gives you the glimmer of hope, especially when things are so dark, when
That's
things are
right.
so glim, when things are so like there's no hope. Yet you kind of bring us back, and that's what your music does to people like myself. So thank you for ever doing that, and I know you'll be continuing doing that. But before anything else, can we pick a little snippets of "Free," like what she's making a commentary about inviting us to listen to "Free" on different platforms.
Hey guys, you can now pre-order my brand new single called "Free" on iTunes or Apple Music. Take a listen and let me know what you think. I appreciate your love and support. You never wanted to be a part of a dream that I
so beautiful and it's so bitin. I wanted more.
Thank you so much. Well, there is actually a promotional video today that came out and gives you a little bit more, little sneak peek in there. So they'll
And
just have to download the whole thing so they can hear the
yes,
full
yes.
song.
And say where can we download again? I know you mentioned Spotify, iTunes.
That's right. So all like the music platforms people usually listen to their music. So yeah, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Amazon, whatever else you could think of. Also, so yeah, it officially dropped today, and then the music video, you guys have to stay in tune for that. That's coming out next weekend,
We
July
can't
18th.
wait that because I want to hear the whole song, and I'm glad that you mentioned it was released today. So it's free. So guys, what are we waiting for? Right after this broadcast, please do download free, and you'll see free. You'll hear free. And you'll hear free.
You'll be free. Also on YouTube, you can
On
stream
YouTube,
it on
of
YouTube.
course, of course. That's
Yes.
great. Now, aside from free, what? So, are you planning? And because I've known, and I've seen that you have. It's not like because they don't do LPs anymore, extended play, but you do have a lot of covers in the past. And have you released any of those? Because I saw one in YouTube with all your covers of all the covers you, Top of the World, Close to You, and all that. Some majority are Carpenter songs. But are
Yeah.
you planning to do an extended? They call it EP now, extended play of the original songs that you've done.
Yeah, I have just different stuff. I guess for the most part, I just tend to release them as singles because it takes a while to finish a whole like EP or songs that consist of five or more songs. I get so excited. I record this and I want to release it out there already. But I'm definitely open to that. I'd love to do something like that. Yeah, I've written Christmas songs. I actually just wrote a new Christian themed gospel song not too long ago, and I love to do probably another Christmas song again. Yeah.
Yeah, so we have more people watching us. So it's CZ Van Zang, ZZ Van Zang watching you waffles.
So
I just thought of, but wait a minute, where is
I
this coming?
I used to do a live gaming streaming, and I used to go by Waffles Gaming. A lot of people may not know this. That's why he's calling me Waffles. That's my streamer gamer name. And but I haven't been streaming in a while. So anyways, I used to just do it as a hobby, and it sort of became serious. I was signed into an agency, and they were giving me lots of contracts and projects through that. And it became a fun thing, and then it sort of became a part-time thing. But I'm really focused on doing more music now. Anyway, so he's one of my viewers from the
I
gaming.
was proud of Mark because like I thought I covered everything, all the interviews,
Yeah,
all your
that
appearances.
one you haven't seen, huh?
That was a curveball. Thank you, CZ.
That's
I
something
never
new.
knew. I never heard waffles. Like, wait,
It's a whole different realm aside from the music.
because I heard that you are into gaming for a while and all that, but nothing about waffles being said.
There you go. You got introduced to something new. I know you really dug up a lot of stuff.
Yes, I
Like
did.
a lot of my videos when I was only a teenager, like when I was in middle school, I'm like, my gosh, I was telling him, I thought I already put those on private. Now that he mentioned it, I'm gonna go back and put them on private so people can't see them anymore because I'm so
No, but
embarrassed.
it's so beautiful because it shows the
You get to see me
evolution.
grow, right?
Yeah, it's really. I mean,
Thank
you
you.
could see the talent from way back and how you evolved. You always been pretty and beautiful, and you could tell that the soul is already there at a very young age. I enjoyed all of it. I mean, because at first I was just like listening to one or two of your current music, your songs, and then I said, wait a minute, there's more, and then it goes 8 years, 9 years, and more. I said, oh my God, don't put it on private.
I'm just kidding.
Because if you do, I already have it
But thank you
saved.
for saying that. That really means a lot, and that's very humbling for me.
Yeah, so guys, if you want to know more about what I'm talking about, you could Google it on YouTube. Just put Shane Ericks songs, and it will all show in there. You could just put play all, and it will play like easy music, pleasing to the ears, and it's beautiful, beautiful. Um, I,
It'll put you to
lost
sleep
for
too.
words. Huh?
I said it'll put you to sleep.
No,
Sing
actually,
your
it's
lullaby when you're sleeping.
beautiful. And then one of the thing too that of course we can a little touch on that is one of the thing that she was really hailed for a while was her because her voice, there's some songs that really would sound like Karen Carpenter. Not that it's a bad thing. I think it's more of it's a good thing in some ways, but of course I told her we will not want her to be known because I want her to be known as Shane Ericks. But it has to be said that she did millions and millions and millions of views of two songs, and that is "Close to You," which during that time it was like I don't know the numbers now, but it hit like a view of 3.5 million. And then I know it's counting, and like, this was an old record. And of course, "Top of the World," which is like 4 point something million. But one of the songs that was really, I would say, glorified and that really talk about her was this song "You" of the Carpenter, and we will show a snippet of that. Here we go.
You are the one who makes me happy when everything else turns to gray. Yours is the voice that wakes me mornings and sends me out into the day. You are the crowd that sits quiet listening to me and all the mad sense that I make. You are one of the few things worth remembering. And since it's all
Is that
true,
amazing? Guys, I'm
how
having
could
goosebumps.
anyone mean
If you close your eyes, it seems like Karen Carpenter is singing. It's just amazing. And but not to discount anything, Shane, you were lovely then, and you are lovelier now.
Oh, thank you so
And
much.
the voice is there. And then of course, now our Filipino audience are all up. Faye Coons is watching us. Faye is one of the community leaders and the very supporters of all the things that is Filipino, especially based in the U.S. Faye Coons is watching us from Carson, California.
Hey,
And then
Faye.
Risha and Eunicia is watching us, giving you so many hearts. And then, of course, my cousin-in-law, Cesar Ong, he said, June Ong, and watching us from the Philippines, the project, no, Quezon City. He said, "Hello, Kuya. Nice naman. Fan ako niyan. My Karen Carpenter."
Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for
And then, of
support.
course, yeah, Lisa Isagan is watching us. Lisa is the lovely wife and watching lovely wife of Bong Sosa, who is the producer of Fiesta Cosa, Texas. Nako, Lisa, I think we need to invite Shane next year for our Fiesta Cosa, Texas, and she's in South Carolina. Definitely, she would be a best person to marquee the Fiesta Cosa, Texas next year, 2026. Lisa, we're doing the Fiesta Cosa, Texas 2025 in August
Wow.
2nd, soon. And Lisa, watch Lisa, and Lisa is also based also in Houston, Texas. So Lisa, it's already past midnight, and you're still up. Thank you so much. Oh, then Romel Victoriano, Romel is watching us from Houston, Texas too. He is a producer of so many shows at the I think Chow Casino.
Wow.
Correct, Romel. So here is Shane. Oh my God, Romel, this is one talent that I vouch for. We could co-produce this one, and really
Thank
really
you.
really good, and such a lovely lady with very spiritual. She has the good heart, and she wears her heart in her sleeves, and I
Wow.
know that for a fact to her music. Now, before anything else, what other dreams do you have, Shane? I know you're a recording artist now. You do your own composition. You're just released free. on different platforms. Any dreams that you still have? Let's do professionally first.
Sure. Definitely one of my biggest goals, and I try not to really think too much into the future because if I make all these expectations, like I don't want to disappoint myself, you know. But definitely one of my biggest goals is to reach 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and just want to release more original music as well as covers music. Just try to stay consistent and just consistent content online, and maybe doing more collaborations with other amazing artists. And yeah, that's about it.
And about personally, what are your dreams as of now?
Probably just try to, continue to pursue God and stay closer to Him, and hopefully continue to be a light, be a good example, be a good influence, and just try to have peace, have joy, and not have too much worries or stress.
I know, especially in this
Continue
day
to grow. Just want to continue
and
to grow as a person.
I tell people just chill and leave everything to God. Let it be.
That's right.
Now, I've been getting a lot of PM private messages. Can she speak Tagalog? And I said not only can she speak Tagalog, and like what she said, she's not as fluent like everyone else, but she can even sing Tagalog, which she will give us her rendition of this beautiful song, guys. If any of the songs that I've heard, and she did some duet with the beautiful angelic, I call her angelic voiced Carol Banawa of Iingatan Ka, and then she did several songs also in Tagalog, which we'll have some snippets of that later, but. I'll give the floor to her and the venue for her and the platform for her to sing a very special Filipino song. So those people who are PMing me, can she speak Tagalog? Can she talk Tagalog? Can she sing Tagalog? Well, without much further ado, I'll give the floor to her and I'll ask, and she might tell us why she's gonna be singing this song. Is there any particular reason why this particular song among the many Filipino songs she could sing for tonight? Why Kaibigan Lang?
Sure. Particularly, this was actually requested by Josh himself. So of course I'm gonna grant that request. This is one of my favorite originals that I've also released. But this was actually written by a friend who's an amazing rapper in California, and he also produces his music. And so we worked together on this. This is called Kaibigan Lang, and it's about being friend zoned or friend zoning somebody, and they still keep trying to pursue you. And it's like it's never gonna be more than friends, but so this is about that, and I'm really excited to sing this for you guys. And hopefully don't be too harsh on the judging on the my Tagalog. If I have any accent, let me know. Hopefully it sounds natural though. But anyways, here we go. This is Kaibigan. I hope you guys enjoy it. Kaibigan lang ang turing ko sa'yo. Pagpasensyahan mo na ang ugali ko. Parang kay tagal mo nang nalilito. Nasa may kapal ang hinahanap ko. Dahil simula pa nung una, hindi ako naghahanap talaga ng matamis na pagsasamang di naman itinadhana. Kaya wala kang mapapala, di kaibigan lang ang turing ko sa'yo. Pagpasensyahan mo ang ugali ko. Parang kay tagal mo nang nalilito. Nasa may kapal ang hinahanap ko. How's my Tagalog? Hopefully it's good. So everyone that's been friend zoned or you're the one friend zoning, let me know in the comments. Dahil simula pa nung una, hindi ako naghahanap talaga ng matamis na pagsasamang di naman itinadhana. Kaya wala kang mapapala, di kaibigan lang ang turing ko sa'yo. Pagpasensyahan mo na ang ugali ko, parang kay tagal mo nang nalilito. Nasa may kapal ang hinahanap ko, nasa may kapal ang hinahanap ko. Nasa may kapal ang hinahanap ko.
Wow.
Thank
So
you.
nice,
Salamat
so
po.
easy listening, and of course, no, there's not much of a twang. It's
Oh,
really,
good.
yeah, it's really, really good.
I
And
remember before releasing this, I sent this to one of my relatives in the Philippines. I said, be honest, do I have a heavy accent or not? Like, please tell me what I need to change or whatever. She's like, there's a little bit, but no, you're good. I was like, okay, that's good enough for
yeah,
me.
and of course, this been a while too. So, and of course, you don't speak it in. I would assume in South Carolina, you don't speak as much because there's not a lot of Filipinos. I do
Very
go
small
around.
community here.
Yeah, I go around the 50 states and South Carolina. I have not visited that there because when we did a survey, the community is not as big as Houston, Texas. So
No, it's pretty
not,
small. There's a little bit here, but yeah, I wish I could speak it more often. And because my mom passed away and she was the only one that spoke Tagalog. My dad is Chinese American, he doesn't speak Tagalog, so he knows a little bit of stuff like init. It's hot because he always remembers Philippines as mainit, and the about food he knows that. So
of course, of course. Oh,
yeah.
Remel corrected me. He's not in Houston, Texas. He's in Dallas, Texas. Hi, Remel. Hello to Cecile. And then
Hi.
Winker is watching us. Winker is, oh, congratulations, by the way, Senator Bongo, the number one senator in the recent election, and Winker is part of that team. So congratulations to the first place winner of the senatorial race of Senator Bongo. Congratulations, Win. And then, of course, Rachel and Junicio is giving you several
Hi,
hearts of one.
Rachel.
Yeah,
She's
so
a
nice.
relative of mine in
And of,
Bulacan.
and of course, Flora Saison is the lovely wife of Johan Saison. Is watching
Hi.
us as well. So, like, everybody's watching Shane Ericks
Hi,
and wondering
wifey.
how beautiful this young lady is. Okay, we talk about your dreams of professionally and some personal. And what makes Shane cry? What
Oh
can make
gosh.
Shane cry?
Probably anything that has to do with my mother, my late mom. She's beautiful and I really miss her a lot. If there's anything I would love, if I could give anything, I'd love to just be able to talk to her again. And I'm sure you could relate. I mean, I'm
Yes,
really,
yes.
again, I told you I'm so sorry about the loss of your mom too. She just went to heaven way too soon, in my opinion. Even selfishly saying that, I wish she's still around. Like, I just would love to be able to talk to her, get some life advice, be able to hug her again. So stuff like that. When I talk about just the struggles and her sacrifices, working abroad a lot, made a lot of sacrifices for me just so I can turn out well and bringing me here. And we only had like maybe 2 years together when I came to America. because growing up, she worked a lot abroad, and I was raised by a lot of my relatives in the Philippines. So anyway, that makes me really sad, but also I'm excited to be able to see her again one day. And also, I don't know. There's not a lot of things that make me sad. I try to focus on the positive. Maybe missing my cats sometimes when I travel. I have cats, and it makes me sad being away from them because I know they're sad. Like I like to think they miss me too. So, anyways.
And it's always interesting because a lot of people would normally ask me, how do you cope up, especially from a loss? And in your case, yours was quite a while ago. It's 2011, and it's been a while, but still. And mine is just recent, like 3 years ago. And I just like what you said. I just think of the positive that at least
Yeah,
no more pain on their end, and their how wonderful it is to be with the Creator. That's something
that's
that
right.
that's a lifelong dream for all of us to
Gives
be
us
with.
peace of mind, right?
Yeah, right. I mean, whether it's a supreme being or whoever you adore or venerate, just the idea of being there,
That's
being in
right.
the presence, and then that's the what comes me. Although the physical aspect of it, it's always
Right.
never gonna be, they're never gonna be gone.
That's
Now,
right.
on a lighter note, though, among the songs that you have written, including "Free," which are your top three favorites? So I could put that on my preferred
Hmm.
song to listen to.
Like my top three, any,
Yeah,
not mine.
no, yours first.
Mine, okay. Gosh, maybe I honestly don't listen to a lot of my stuff because when I do, I think a lot of artists can relate. It's like when we listen to it, there's always stuff that we nitpick, like, oh, I should do that, I should do this. Like,
Oh, so are you telling me you're a
I
perfectionist?
can be. I can be in a way. I think I really, I care about quality. I care about delivering and wanting people to really enjoy something. And yeah, I can be quite technical sometimes, in a good way sometimes. But I know some people that can hold them back because they're too much of a perfectionist. They don't release stuff because they're holding themselves back. But anyways, regarding to maybe top three favorite that I've written. Maybe Your Love Is Enough. That was my very first like professionally recorded song.
I like that. Yeah.
Maybe Free and then possibly Kaibigan Lang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I like love is not enough. It's nice. It's nice too. I like that. So I'll
Thank
put
you.
that. And kaibigan lang, I really like it. I really like it. It's very easy, very kind of poppy in a
Mm-hmm.
way. And it's easily listening, and the message is really good, especially like what you said. It's kaibigan lang. You could only be friends and platonic. It doesn't have to be
Oh, you
romantic.
relate to? Have
Oh
you friend
yeah.
zoned anybody? Oh, you're the one friend zoned. Okay, which
I, I
one?
was I was the one doing the friend zone. Zoning.
You were friend zoning somebody. Oh,
Yes.
okay, okay.
Now I have a song to send
There
to
you
them,
go.
not her,
Oh
them.
man. Maybe I wonder if they've gotten over it or they're still crying about it.
We're friends now.
Okay.
Caught me off guard there. Now, who is Shane Ericks when no one's watching?
Mm, I'm pretty chill. I'm pretty laid back. I used to be kind of an extrovert, I think, when I was younger, but now as I get older, gosh, I sound so old, but as I get older, I think I kind of like the peace and quiet. I'm becoming more of a homebody. Pretty shy at first, but then I warm up to people. I really like genuine, authentic conversations, not shallow stuff. I like to really connect with people. I try to value more and more as I get older to like family, and just having good, authentic relationships with people. And again, just having trying to be closer and drawing closer to God.
Wow.
Trying to grow as a person each and every day. Trying to be a
Yeah,
better version of myself.
don't say older. You make me feel like I'm ancient. If you're old, then I'm ancient.
You look good. I don't know. You look like you're 30s or something.
Oh, see, you could guest every week with me.
Sure.
Now, what's your procedure? Because I know writing songs is not a walk in the park. I know that. I talk to a lot of people. I have friends who are in the industry, and there's some rituals that they do. Some could be riding in the car while stuck in LA traffic, and they'll be jotting some lyrics, and some are just good poet writer, and then some they just pour their heart out. In your case, though, how does I mean? Do you wake up in the morning and say, "Oh, I'm gonna write something thought for today"? Do you have notebook by your bedside, and you start jotting down things? And some people they do the melody first before the lyrics, and the other ones is reverse. In your particular case, though, Shane, how do you do that? What comes first? Is it the melody of the lyrics, or the lyrics or the melody, or it's just the idea of it?
Good question. I wish the creative juices would flow in the morning, but unfortunately, it's usually late at night. I'm sure you probably heard it from other artists too. Like it keeps us really late at night. Sometimes, like you wish you just could turn it off and go to sleep, but sometimes they come in late in the evening, and so you just want to get my phone voice recorder and hum whatever idea that I just got. So because when you wake up in the morning, you'll forget it. And I've had that happen to me before. So when you think of it right then and there, just record yourself. When it comes to which comes first, I think for me, usually it's the melody first. Now, I mean, there are some cases where the lyrics, I write some lyrics and then put the melody around it. I grab my guitar and do some chords and jam along with that. But usually I'll think of a catchy like hook or chorus, and then I'll try to put lyrics around that.
Wow. Now, what makes you smile? We talk about what makes you cry and what makes you frustrated. What makes you smile in the morning?
Just being alive, waking up in the morning and breathing. Really grateful for that, and having good health. And just, again, like peace, and yeah, having people around you that truly support you and care about you and love you. So that's what makes me smile.
In this day and age, I think what you just said, just being alive is already a gift, I think, because it gives you a new beginning. It gives you a new slate for today to do whatever crazy little things that you did the day before. You could kind of have a chance to correct it. I think that makes life living.
Yeah,
And
it's the simple things, It's like, because there's a lot of things we kind of take for granted.
So you have a whole setup in your home now, right? Or is this
Yep.
something you did just for the show? Because I love the microphone and all that.
Thank
Is
you.
that yeah, that's so cool.
This
So
is years of build up for sure. I started off with just some like really low quality camera a long time ago. You probably saw in my videos, kind of blurry and really not much of a good audio setup. So thankfully, I'm so blessed that God has opened up a lot of opportunities to covers and just so many life experiences and years building up. Really investing into good equipments because I care about delivering good qualities. And so I'm kind of a one-woman production too. When I'm doing my own stuff, I edit my own things, film myself, and record myself too. And I sort of pride myself in learning these by myself too. Like maybe some people have taught me basic things, but I'm really into like learning just the basic. I'm not in any way a professional when it comes to like videography or audio, but I try to, because before too, it's like trying to be a smart business person, which is like not having to hire people all the time because I put out a lot of content, a good bit, and so it gets expensive to hire people all the time. So like learning it and really enjoying the process along the way too. And that's when some of my perfectionist attitude kind of comes into. But it's really fun behind the scenes doing the audio. And this is, again, like years in the making. It's not like an overnight thing. I saved up for it, worked hard, consistent content, and just put a lot of that investment or money back that I've earned, music and some gaming too, and back into good equipment, so people could enjoy it.
I think it shows passion too. And I always believe that anything that we like to do in life, if you're passionate about it, like what I said earlier, things can
That's
be done.
right.
Nothing's impossible. And of course, we have a God of impossibility. So what can go
agree.
wrong, right? And I love the setup. I like the way you said it. It's especially during the pandemic. You have to do everything on your own, and that was a learning and an eye opener for a lot of us, including myself. That things can go expensive if you have other people behind you, but if you could do it yourself, why not? It's doable. And
That's right.
I've seen some of the work that you have done, and I'm amazed that you have mentioned that you did it on your own. Congratulations, amazing. Now,
Thank you.
have you written songs for other artists as well, or is that something that you would like to do?
Yeah, I'm definitely open to it for sure. I sometimes I like to think that I'm not super strong on writing the words or the lyrics part, but I'm very good. I think I'm pretty good at coming up with really catchy melodies. So I do kind of like the collaborative aspect of it. So I mean, I'm like I said, I'm always open to writing a song and other people could sing it. I mean, that's an honor for people to like the stuff I write and then they sing it. That's an honor. But I do also like just the collaboration. If somebody wants to co-write with me, actually I have done that. And one of my songs that's original song on Spotify or wherever else, it's a co-writing with another fellow musician. So
Wow. Now, we talk about things that inspires you and all that, and who your influences. In your interview you mentioned Celine Dion, and of course Bee Gees, and of course Karen Carpenter. Among the locals, though, who are your locals, meaning Filipino artists? Who are you most you're an admirer of?
you mentioned her earlier. I really like Carol Banawa.
Yes.
I listened to a lot of her songs growing up and sang it in karaoke's too. And just meeting her in person and actually singing with her, not just once or twice, so many times, sharing the stage with her and also doing virtual collaborations with her. She's just one of the most down to earth people I've ever met. So she's definitely one of my biggest inspirations when it comes to like music, people that I really look up to in the industry. I really like Gary Valenciano. I really like the way he performs and his songs. Lately, I've been sort of getting into like classic Tagalog songs again. And my manager Sky, he's really into Basil Valdez,
Oh wow.
and yeah, like he's got one of the really beautiful, most beautiful voices. So I'm starting to kind of listen to his stuff too. Yeah.
Yeah, those are beautiful, wonderful artists, Filipino iconic artists, and legendary
Yeah.
like Basil
Oh,
Valdez.
and Apple Hiking Society. I really like their stuff.
Yeah. Now, have you? When was the last time you've been back to the Philippines? Because I've seen the asap natin ito, but I think that was not done in the Philippines. Was it done in the Philippines,
That
or
was
was
in the
it like
Bay
a touring?
Area. It
It's a
was
touring
here.
thing. It's like a. But have you been back to the Philippines, and when was that? Since you left?
I was back 2023, but that was mainly for vacation. But I'm actually gonna be back later this year. So yeah, if you wanna, I don't know if you're gonna be there around. We should totally link up. We're definitely looking for people to kind of connect the network with while I'm
No,
over there.
let's talk about it because
Yeah, yeah,
I was connected with another station, but definitely, yeah. Let me know your schedule, and maybe you
sure.
could guest in some of their shows,
Yeah, I'd
their
love
morning
to.
shows, and of course, the King of Talk Boy Abunda would I would know he would love to guest you on that show. Let me know your schedule
Sure,
and see
sure.
what we could do because it's important that people get to know you because you are a talent, and of course, you have the Filipino blood in you, and it's the pride to be Pinoy, as they
That's
say.
right. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
aside from your trip, your forthcoming trip to the Philippines, any projects that you want to talk to us about? Aside from the beautiful newly released Free, which is which launched today. So any other projects and maybe upcoming shows that we need to know about?
Yeah, so definitely putting a lot of focus on this new release, doing a lot of promotional stuff for that. And like I mentioned earlier too, is just trying to stay consistent, putting out more content. No upcoming shows so far, but really just trying to get into that creative mindset again of writing more stuff, and just doing a lot of production on my end too. And again, hopefully getting to collaborate with other artists also. Yeah.
Okay, then we have Carmi Santos Ong is watching us from Quezon City as well. Happy viewing to you. We have more and more people watching us live. And of course, happy viewing to our teams to replay and team share. Now, let's talk about your social media platform where they could find you. Okay, I already mentioned on YouTube, it's Shane Ericks. So how about Facebook? Do you have a Facebook page that we can share
Yes.
with people?
So I have an official website. It's shaneericks.com. The main socials are, Facebook, YouTube. I'm also on TikTok, X, Threads. Might not be super active on all of them, but I do try to keep it updated with any new projects. And I also do have like a fan club. People could become a member. So every time there's new projects, like the new music video is actually going to be dropping first to my music supporters on YouTube. So if anybody wants to show extra love and support for me and my content, you can become a supporter on YouTube. And for new music, new videos, they get first access. So the new music video, they will be released to the music supporters actually in a few days. And then that'll be released to the public like a week later. So if you want to be updated to any new stuff, new projects, definitely consider becoming a member or becoming a music supporter.
And
I would appreciate it.
is that the Shane Ericks official?
Yes, yeah, mainly Shane Ericks. But yeah, you can find me just type in Shane Ericks in all the socials, and just do be careful because there's some accounts that have my name. I guess some people are using it as like fake accounts or something.
Yes, I
Hopefully,
saw that.
yeah, so definitely gotta be careful. Just make sure it's the real me. I got a lot of pictures, and a couple or a few of them are verified, so definitely follow those.
Okay, we have more people watching us live as well. Desi Santos is watching us from Quezon City. Rico Ilagan is watching us, giving you lots of claps and all. So hello, everybody. Those people are just coming in. It's been almost an hour already talking to a beautiful I would say not but Chinese, Filipina, American, maybe, and of course, you just missed. Well, don't worry, we have a clip of her singing a beautiful cover of a Sharon Cuneta. Maging sino ka man. It will shock her again that where did I find all these videos? Because this was recorded way back.
Yeah.
But I call it her evolution because it shows pure talent from way back to where she is now. And you could see not even, well, I would say the maturity, not the aging, the maturity of her voice, how it evolved. And you could hear some, I would say, almost similarity akin to Karen, but definitely it's really definitely an original Shane Ericks voice. And before we close the show, so we have a little part of that chain. Let's have this because people they want more songs from you. I said no, it's midnight where she is. Actually, it's almost 1 a.m. guys. We're not gonna give her a hard time. Maybe when she is in California, where it's gonna be a normal time for everybody, we will make her sing more songs. But now we will definitely show snippets of Maging Sino Ka Man covered, her cover of Maging Sino Ka Man, ladies and gentlemen, Shane Ericks. I think the back office is looking for that tape. Yo,
Man, you really did a lot of research. It's amazing.
yeah, I did. I did. You'll be surprised. I have so
Wow.
many songs involved. I listened to it's a whole week of work because when Scott told me you are available
Yeah.
to guest, I said, okay, I need to know more about this lady. All your
That's
interviews, all
amazing.
your radio interviews. I did it. I know you have to be respectful of the time of your time that you're spending with us. And the least I could do is make sure that I know who you are. I know what to talk about. I don't want a repetition of what was said before. Maybe just a highlight of here and there. Here we go.
Ang pag-ibig ay sadyang ganyan. Tiwala sa isa't isa'y kailangan. Dati mong pag-ibig wala akong pakialam, basta't mahal kita kailan pa man. Huwag kang mag-isip ng ano pa man. Mga paliwanag mo'y di na kailangan. At kahit ano pang iyong nakaraan, mamahalin kita maging sino ka man. Mahal kita pagkat mahal kita. Inisip nila ay hindi mahalaga. Mahal kita maging sino ka man.
Amazing. Now, Shane, since you are not too versed in the Tagalog language, how do you perform this? Because you perform with what's so ease and gusto, though. I mean, would somebody interpret it for you first, or you really understood the lyrics?
I appreciate the compliment. I really understand the lyrics. I mean, if you want to converse in Tagalog right now, we can practice.
Talaga? Pwede?
Yeah. Try ko.
Sige, sige. So, paano mo na ililipat o nabibigyang hustisya?
It's gonna be Taglish. Let's see.
Ang pagkanta ng Tagalog.
Siguro, kasi narinig ko na talaga siya, like, growing up, through my family, my lola.
Nasa na yung Tagalog?
Mahilig. I said Taglish, not pure
sige,
Tagalog.
sige.
This is the best you're gonna get. No, I'm kidding. So, mahilig talaga siya sa mga, like, classic songs, like Ray Valera. Actually, when you played that, I remembered again. I'm, like, trying to think how to form the sentences in my head. Gosh, now I'm, like, blanking out. So, mahilig talaga siya sa mga all-classic OPM, like Ray Valera. And also, yung mga fans ko, listeners, lagi sila nagre-request din ng, they're like, oh, kumanta ka pa ng maraming OPM, because I have a lot of, Filipino fans, even though there's a lot of people from all over the world. They really appreciate yung mga old classic OPMs. And so, Ray Valera, love his music also. Sana maka-cover pa ako ng mga kanta niya.
Grabe. And of course, Ray comes to the States as well, and they do the greatest hits. If now that the Rico is no longer there. I'm very close friend with Nonoy Suniga.
Oh,
And
wow.
I'll mention you
That'd
to
be
him.
great.
So they're doing around, I think, either end of the year or first quarter of next year. Maybe you could guess.
That'd be cool.
Because I think it's just gonna be Nonoy, Marco Season, Ray Valera. They're still looking for a person to replace Rico.
That's awesome.
But they cannot find anybody. I said,
Hey,
well,
what happened to your Tagalog?
oh, may Tagalog, ha? Teka muna, marami nagre-request pa rito. Naku, ewan kung pagbibigyan mo ito. Teka, si Rico Ilagan said, God bless po, sister. God bless po, sis Shane. Then heart, and clap, and prayers. Now, si Cesar Ong, may special request. Maybe pagbigyan mo lang. He wanted, sabi niya, please, kuya, request po, You by Karen Carpenter. Pwede ba snippets lang?
Oh, all right. I'll try not to wake up the neighbors around here. Okay.
Snippet lang.
You are the one who makes me happy. How about let's skip to the chorus actually. You are my heart and my soul, my inspiration, just like the old love song goes. You are one of the few things worth remembering. And since it's all true, how could anyone mean more to me than you?
Oh my gosh. Shane,
Thank
grabe.
you.
Unbelievable. Talaga. So how does it feel when people, I mean, I know it's a compliment, but does it kind of get to you when people would ask you to sing the song of Karen Carpenter? How does it feel? Because I would never knew how it felt being in your shoes. How does it feel? Like people would ask you to sing Karen Carpenter's song, and does it make you kind of? Is it elating? Is what's the feeling like?
Yeah, I honestly, I feel really blessed because I think covering their songs have really opened up a lot of opportunities for me. So I'm definitely not going to be like a total snob when it comes to that. Like, I think it's a huge compliment. I think it's flattering that I'm being compared to one of the most beautiful voices of all time. And so for me, I guess it's really humbling, and I really try not to copy, like the way she delivers it. I try to put my own twist to it to try to make it more modern, like more me too. But I guess it just kind of comes out naturally. And when I first covered their stuff, I was always just looking for things to cover because my family really loved it. It's kind of like also like, sort of a tribute to my mom. This is the stuff that she likes to listen to, and I want to make her proud. So I want to sing the stuff that she loves listening to growing up. And so when I uploaded this, I wasn't really thinking it was gonna blow up. And then like a few days or maybe just even overnight, people always say like it's not an overnight, but this one it just truly blew up like in a day or two. And so I was just so shocked, and just like it was a dream come true for me. So again, just super thankful, super blessed that people love listening to this. And that's really what counts for me. It's just people love listening to it. They're being taken back to their memory lane when they were younger, and that it's younger generation also are really appreciating this type of music. But yeah, it's a lot of people have said that I sounded a lot like her, and I think that's super amazing. Some of the people that have worked with Karen Carpenter closely, like Liberty DeVito, he's a drummer of Billy Joel. He's invited me to a private event before because he's played drums for Karen Carpenter in the studio, and he's one of the people that told me that I sound a lot like her. And it's mind blowing to me. And I don't know if you knew, this might be one of your research tests that you've done. I don't know if you knew this, but I was actually invited to a private wedding, the Carpenter's family, the actual Carpenter's family.
Wow.
They invited me. Oh, you didn't know this?
Well,
Okay.
It was, but it was not like a discussion that you're doing right now.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So, it was their tour manager that was also a relative of the Carpenters, of Richard and Karen. And so their daughter was getting married. And so she reached out to my manager and wanted me to sing a couple Carpenter songs to her wedding. And it was in California, beautiful. Was it the Redwoods, somewhere in the Redwoods? Right. And it was very intimidating, very honored again to be a part of it because they wanted me to sing the Carpenters. And I knew the Carpenters were going to be there. Richard's family. Richard Carpenter was supposed to be there, Karen's brother.
Right. Yeah.
But he got sick, so he wasn't able to attend. But his kids and his wife were there. And, this whole family was like the Carpenters. So I'm just like, I'm going to sing I sang Close to You and one other song. It wasn't the Carpenters, but they wanted me to sing Close to You. And that's like one of the most popular Carpenter songs. And so it's like in front of their family. I'm like, this is so like... It's crazy. It's so surreal. It's a dream come true.
Yeah, because like listening to you without making an effort, it comes out, and that's really a blessing. And I knew in one of the interview you did, somebody mentioned there's another singer in the Philippines who sound like her, but she's already gone and during the pandemic, and that's Claire de la Puente. She sound like Karen Carpenter, but you. In my opinion, I like Claire, but you has the cleaner version of it because it was really not it's so effortless, and it's so weird because you will do your own personal song, your own composition, your own song, but for some reason there's an incorporation of a Karen there, which is so refreshing. I mean, we know it's Shane, but there's without really trying, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah,
cool.
like when I do the Air Supply stuff, they're like, it's like Karen Carpenter singing the Air Supply songs.
Yeah,
So
and
like,
I was
okay.
gonna say that when you sang Maging Sino Ka Man, it was
Yeah.
Karen Carpenter singing
It's
Maging
like
Sino Ka
singing Ray
Man.
Valera song.
It's
Yeah.
so cool. I don't know if
Yeah.
Ray's not aware of you yet. I'm gonna send the tape of this tape. I said, listen to this one, singing
Yeah,
your
it's
song.
crazy because like people tell me that, and I'm like, I don't know if I really truly sound like her. I mean, I think we have sort of the same register. She can go much lower than me, but
Yeah.
our tone, our vibrato is sort of similar, and the way we deliver, like the inflections, the way we say the certain words or hold our notes, it's pretty similar. Yeah, I try not to. I guess like when I hear or when I sing it, I hear her voice, so I try not to really copy that, but I try to put my own twist, like I said.
Yeah.
But yeah, people are like, man, it's like singing or hearing the Karen Carpenter in different so many other sons, you know.
I know, which is effortless in my
Thank
opinion.
you.
It's effortless. Now, one of the things and I can't wait to send this particular tape to some good friends who are in the industry and say, if you're not familiar with Shane Ericks, hear this. And one of the thing too, guys, if those people are watching, you could. One of the things that I really enjoyed her is she had mentioned in one of the interviews that I've heard and I've researched. She doesn't really not do belting, but she's not a fan of belting. And this is really what true, honest, good singers are telling me, that the Lea Salongas, the Regina Velasquez, although she does a lot of beat it, singing is really storytelling. And that's what Leia would say. It's not about hitting the high notes. But there's one song which I know it will be such a pleasure for everybody. I'm not gonna put it up in air, but she did the greatest showman song, Never Enough. And that was like I was thinking, okay, she's gonna belt, and you have to hear her own interpretation of that. Amazing, congratulations on that. So, what's your take on those people? You cannot hear the song anymore because they're belting the whole songs.
I definitely have appreciation and respect to the people that have the gift that could do that. I think when I was younger, I could definitely hit Whitney Houston stuff and Celine Dion. But as I got older, my voice got more mature and I guess found my comfort range. I mean, there's some stuff where I could kind of go out of my range, but it's like it's not the most comfortable and I try not to push that. If it's not comfortable, I mean, I get every now and then it's good to challenge yourself. It's good as an artist to kind of go out of your comfort zones. But it's like I really just love focusing on good timbre, good quality vocals without doing so many fancy things. Again, I'm not saying those are bad, but it's like to each their own, you know what I mean? Like people really like this type of stuff, more relaxing, like just chill vibe. Like I said, I try to be versatile. I try to, like you said, that greatest showman. It's like it's not something you would think I would do, right?
Yes.
But it's like it's I love that song. That's what I mean by like when I like a song, it touches my soul. Like I want to sing it, even though it may not be something that you would usually think of me singing, but because I like that song, I wanted to give it a try. But yeah, I like good melody, good lyrics as well, and I just love good singing, like Karen Carpenter. Really good breath control, good just really good, like almost perfect. Yeah, I if people like the belter types songs, I think that's great. I just prefer usually like lower register, just good quality, good timbre type vocals. They don't need to do so many fancy things, but just whatever they sing sounds good, you know?
Yeah. But again, all the songs that's on YouTube, and I can't wait to download my own copy of Free today after the show.
Thank
And
you.
guys, Free has launched. Free is the new single out now on different platforms that you could download. And then, of course, she already mentioned her own different social media platforms that you could follow her, and that's easy to remember. Eric, well, it's Shane Ericks, and everything is Shane Ericks. And if you want to be part of that elite, I would say elite group that you would get private information about her. You get all the free, not free, but the first hand on releases like the MTVs and any other projects that she'll be having. It's subscribe to her official fan page, which is Shane Ericks Official, and you could find it on Facebook. This one lady, it's really a privilege. And when we do the end credit, we will play her version of covers of Anak of Freddie Aguilar as a tribute to who just recently passed away, Ka Freddie Aguilar, and he did this fantastic song. It didn't win during the competition, the Metro Pop Festival. The winner was Kay Ganda na Ating Musika of Ryan Cayabyab, but Anak was part of the competitive songs. It didn't win, but the record shows that Anak eclipsed all the songs for that year. It was interpreted in different language, and it was done into a movie. And it's just one amazing. And when I saw, when doing my review of Shane, and she has that version, I said, no, I will not miss this opportunity for you guys to hear it. If you want to hear the complete version of it, we will do snippets of it because for some copyright, we don't want to violate any copyright, but we will play it at the end credit as well as show some pictures of Eric, I keep calling her Eric's because of Shane's Eric's pictures that you would see how I was talking to you about how beautiful this lady. You could feel, you could see her soul in those pictures. Very beautiful. I think it's gonna be part of her single released and all that. And we did that as a part of the poster cover. We will do that as an end credit. So hang in there. And we have some more people coming in. Cesar Ong says kilig. Kilig means shivering of environment and appreciation. Give you a big heart. Tyrone De Villa is watching us from Quezon City. Hi, Tyrone. And then Milda Hartman says, I love your voice, and give you several hearts. Gary De Guzman is watching us from San Francisco, California. He said, hi, Josh. Great singing. Amazing singer. And then Ray Kilay. Oh, Ray Kilay Francisco. The fabulous Ray Kilay Francisco is I would say, one of the artists par excellence. I think, Ray, you're based now in Las Vegas, right? Because he used to be a performer in one of the comedy clubs in San Francisco. And Ray Kilay just came in. And happy viewing sa'yo. Ray, you need to watch Shane. Ako, let's do shows in Las Vegas with her. we have to fly her from North Carolina. Oh, yeah, South Carolina. Sorry, South Carolina. That's okay. Where she's based. Okay?
People always confuse North Carolina and South Carolina. Right?
Now, anything else? Message to your fan supporters before we close, Shane?
Yeah, just want to say thank you to everybody that tuned in tonight. I really appreciate you guys hanging out here with us, and thank you to everybody that's been longtime fans that's been watching my videos for many years and up until now. I really appreciate your endless support. And again, my new single called Free is out now. It's available. You guys can go download and stream it anywhere you listen to your music, like Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple Music, iTunes. Also, the music video will be out on July 18th. So really looking forward to that. And again, just take a listen to it. Let me know what you guys think about it. Looking forward to hearing your inputs. And yeah, just super blessed. Such a pleasure to be here again. Thank you for having me as a guest. And it's so good to be chatting with you. You asked really amazing questions, and it was such a fun time to be here.
And then, Shane, just to let you know, I will be stalking you now from.
Okay, sure.
And then I'll definitely download your the free
Please do.
thing. Then please
and subscribe, become a member on my YouTube channel. You'll get first access to things.
And then once you are able to have your MTV and you want it, just send us a copy. We play it in different parts of the station, not only my show or my shows, but in different. So at least we could help promote as well, because I think it needs the coverage that it needs. It should not be kept a secret. I think talent like yours, so it's really world class, that needs to be introduced and discovered in the world.
Thank you so much for the kind words. And thank you for plugging it in. It really means a lot to me. I'm so humbled.
And thanks for your for Scott for being so diligent in following up with all my questions. Scott, thank you so much. I am so honored to know you're wonderful artist, the wonderful person inside and out, and can't wait for the other projects and other singles and other covers that she might be doing in the future. Shane, Scott, thank you again for allowing us to have her on the show and to keep her up and about at this hour. It's like going to 2 a.m. in the morning, and I appreciate very much. And I think the whole, I'm speaking for the station, maraming salamat sa iyo. It is such a privilege, such a blessing, such a honor to have a talent like yours grace our show, our munting tatanghal for tonight. Trying.
It's very deep Tagalog there. I need a Google Translator.
Well, you're from Bulacan, so Bulacan is really well known to be the Tagalog region.
Ano man po.
Let's honor your wonderful mom. Now,
Okay.
so without much further ado, I will be plugging out muna. I'm tuning out for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow for my other show, Dear Kuya Josh, with a new letter from another letter sender. We'll be discussing that wholeheartedly tomorrow. And before I close the show, maraming salamat again, Shane and Scott. Shane, maraming salamat talaga for sharing us your story, for sharing us your thoughts, your sentiments, for sharing us your voice, your gift, and that gift is a gift of God that needs to be heard. And thank you for sharing it not only for our show but for the people, for not only for the kababayans, the Filipinos abroad, for the whole world. And I wish you and I pray that your voice, your talent will reach more people, so they'll be blessed as much as we were blessed today. Like what I said, the end credit will be Anak, cover of the Shane Ericks cover of Anak of Freddie Aguilar in honor of his passing this life and joining the creator or the person, the supreme being that he is adoring and loved. And also we'll show some pictures of Shane that we are allowed to show. And by closing my show, I always remind people to be kind. You can never go wrong with kindness. And any act of kindness that you do to people, it is a pretty guarantee that it will come back to you in so many ways, in different times, different situations, different people. And my third reminder is always be grateful. Because when you are grateful, more blessing will come to you and blessings that you could share with others. And the last, a reminder that Kuya Josh or Jush Andowitt will always remind every time I close the show is be happy. Because when you're happy, you are already setting the whole stage of the whole day, regardless of what curveball will come to you that day. If you are happy, everything will follow suit. And with that, again, maraming salamat for tuning in. Shane Ericks, more power to you, more blessing, and God bless us all. If I don't see you tomorrow for my other show, guys, I will definitely pray that you will have a wonderful end of the week and you have a wonderful next week. Be blessed. God bless us all. Bye, everybody. Shane, stay tuned, okay, after the credit.
Sure.
Nung isilang ka sa mundong ito, laking tuwa ng magulang mo, at ang kamay nila ang iyong ilaw. At ang nanay at tatay mo'y di malaman ng gagawin, minamasdan pati pagtulog mo. At sa gabi napupuyat ang iyong nanay sa pagtimpla ng gatas mo. At sa umaga na may kalong ka ng iyong amang tuwang-tuwa sa'yo. Ngayon nga'y malaki ka na, ang nais mo'y maging malaya. Di man sila payag, walang magagawa. Ikaw nga'y biglang nagbago, naging matigas ang iyong ulo, at ang payo nila'y sinuway mo.
Feel the beat, feel the heat. Vegas lights shining bright. Filipino hearts, buhay na buhay. In the city of lights we fly. PHLV Radio, ikaw at ako. Home vibes in the flow. Mula sa Las Vegas at home ka dito. PHLV Radio, ikaw at ako. Nakakaisa, sabay-sabay. We're united, come what may. Sing along, dance away. Para sa'yo ito all day. PHLV Radio, ikaw at ako. Home vibes in the flow. Mula sa Las Vegas at home ka dito. PHLV Radio, ikaw at ako. Watch and learn, we really care. It's our turn, stories to share. Copy bisig, hawak kamay. The Filipino vibe runs high. PHLV Radio, ikaw at ako. Home vibes in the flow. Mula sa Las Vegas at home ka dito. PHLV Radio, ikaw at ako. Ako.
Just like a friend from back home. This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio.